Hi guys, welcome to the first video on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to be breaking down for you guys JDM and Islam Makachev. First, let's talk about the pros, right, of each fighter. First, let's talk about Jack Della Maddalena and his pros. What is Jack good at, right? Jack's really fucking good at boxing. He has good hands, right? Great combinations. He throws good body work, right? He has nice body shots. Great combinations at the end of the day. He has a good jab too. In terms of his grappling, right? He's nothing like crazy. Like, people say he has good grappling, and that's not the case. He doesn't have good grappling, but his defensive scrambling is really good. I've yet to see him take anybody down, but he has really good scrambling, and he doesn't want to stay in a position. Like, if he gets taken down, he fights up for position. He wants to get up. He wants to, just basically not get submitted, not get out controlled. And he has pretty good takedown defense, like I said. It's not like insane, like to the level of like a Kamaru Usman type of takedown defense, or Hamza Chimaev type takedown defense, like like the elite grapplers have. But it's good enough like that where he could get to his feet basically. When we look at the other side, we have Islam Makachev, right? Makachev. He has, and this is no glaze. He has really good striking, right? He can mix it up with his feet. He has head kicks. He has body kicks. His body kick is money. We've seen him throw it against Dustin Poirier. We've seen him throw it against Volk. And you know how that fight ended with a head kick KO. He also has really good counter striking, right? So he performs best when he's counter striking, but when he's also pressuring. When watch your Dustin Poirier fight. Sorry guys, let me finish it. I swear these protein bars are like glue. When we're watching the fight with Dustin Poirier, I rewatched the entire Dustin Poirier fight. Islam was outstriking him on the feet so well. Yes, we get it. He has a takedown threat, right? And it opens up the striking. But he was outstriking Dustin Poirier so well, and he was so safe in the striking. Every time I rewatch that fight, I score it 3-1 going into the 5th round, and Islam's winning the 5th round. Like, he was comboing Dustin bad. Like, every time you would just see Dustin's head go like this. In the entire, 23 minutes of that fight, I saw one, and I slowed down every single punch to a T. Dustin landed one good shot, and I think it was either in the 2nd or the 4th round that everyone likes to clip, and Islam ate it, right? Those same shots that Islam was eating, Dustin Poirier almost finished Max Holloway in the 2nd round. Like, let's not act like Islam doesn't have a chin. Let's not act like Islam's striking is the next level, and let's not act like his just overall striking and grappling is just not elite, right? And one sec, there was something else. Yeah. So going on into his grappling, Islam's grappling is super elite. He has really good wrestling, right? His open mat wrestling is, it's okay, it's decent, but he can still take you down in the open mat. Against the cage, he's definitely going to take you down. And he has really good submissions. So he has these 3 things, and he also has insane takedown defense, and he doesn't even need to worry about being taken down the entire time. He can pressure you, and he'll end up getting what he wants. The takedown threat opens up striking on the feet. Now, like I said, I rewatched that fight. I rewatched JDM's fight with Bilal. What did JDM do so well against Bilal that it worked? Yes, his takedown defense was there, but he got taken down, right? He gets taken down in every single fight against Gilbert Burns, against Basel Hafez. He gets taken down. Bilal, he doesn't have the same type of takedowns. He doesn't pose the same type of threat as Islam does. But what JDM did really well against his fight with Bilal is, unfortunately, I hate to say it, like, he's good, but he has no striking defense. He was like entire time that fight. Yes, he was striking with JDM. I gave him 2 rounds personally, 3-2 to JDM.
Oh yeah.
He was getting him with the jab. Like his jab was money. JDM's jab was money. As JDM's jab was money, it was letting him find the range every single time that he wanted to land a right hand or a left hand or a combo. But his jab was keeping Bilal. Do you know, Bilal's head was just stationary. When it comes to Islam Makachev, you won't be getting that. I rewatched the fight with, like I said, I rewatched Dustin Poirier's fight. Islam, Dustin maybe hit him with like a couple jabs here and there, but like he wasn't getting hit by the jab a lot. Like Islam's always pivoting and moving, and he's keeping his hand out here just, you know, create distance. Bilal wasn't doing any of that. He was just walking forward, going strike for strike with JDM. So there's no threat of Islam being KO'd. Like, could JDM do it? Yeah, but is there? No. Another thing I could see, Islam, yes, like if it doesn't finish early, I'm not saying Islam has no cardio, but he does tend to slow down in the 3rd and 4th, but it's not anything crazy, because we can see that he can finish you in the 5th, like with Dustin Poirier. But I think if it goes to the championships round, Jack Della maybe might have a slight edge, but we don't know that because, like Islam said, he was performing 60% at his basically how he was performing. He said 60% instead of 100. Now he's up 15 pounds. We see how he looks. He looks big. He looks muscular. There's no size disadvantage. They look the same size, for being honest. And he's gonna have better cardio. So it could be like he doesn't just slow down at all and he just dominates. So this is what I'm thinking.
Man, you have to understand.
The 3 ways this fight can go. The first, a war, which a lot of the fans would want. And I don't think JDM's any easy task. The second is domination by Islam or a sub. And the third is, the only way I could see JDM winning is by a decision. Like a out-damaging decision. I don't see him winning by KO. Islam's too defensively safe. They both haven't been KO'd in years. They both have great chins. It's not gonna happen. And when we also, so why do I pick? So who's my pick? I'm going with Islam Makachev. And this isn't to say that Jack Della Maddalena is gonna be a walk in the park, but you gotta realize like the levels of competition that Islam Makachev is fighting and who JDM is fighting. 37-year-old Burns. 37-year-old Bilal. Bilal's a great fighter at the end of the day, right? So we'll give it to him. But old Burns. Same thing with, you could say the same thing for Islam, old Poirier, but Poirier is a leagues better than freaking, what's his name? Burns. And Poirier had a competitive fight. Like, yeah, Max Holloway won, but he had a competitive. Those rounds weren't like, oh my god, except like the 1st and the 5th. In the Dustin and Max fight 3, like the 1 and the 5th were like, obviously, yeah, Max Holloway is dominating, but the rest of the rounds were like this. So pretty competitive fight. And he had a close fight with Kevin Holland too. But like, yeah, I gave Jack every single one of those fights, but like, dude, Gilbert Burns isn't Islam Makachev. He didn't pose to the same threat of being submitted on the ground. He didn't have the same level of pressure or grappling that Gilbert Burns has. Same type of striking that Gilbert Burns has. Or sorry, that Islam has. Like, what are we thinking here? And he fought Volk and outstrike Volk in the first fight. Outstrike Poirier, right? Which are 2 of the best strikers. So why would you pick against Islam when he just outstriked Volk? Like, Volk is literally the greatest MMA striker of all time. Like, the guy 50-45 Max Holloway, the fight before fighting Islam, and Islam was, first of all, he had staph in the Poirier fight, and when he was fighting Max, I'm tripping out, guys. When he was fighting Volk in Australia, he didn't even get to properly rehydrate, and he still beat the shit out of him, right? And it was a good fight. Outstruck him on the feet. You could see Volk was feeling those punches. He's fighting the best striker and the best grappler, Jack Della is, that he's ever gonna face in his life. And if Bilal is moving on the feet, and I'm not calling Bilal bad, he's one of my favorite fighters, but if Bilal is just moving straight at you, outstriking you for 2 rounds, letting you do what you want, and he's not taking you down, taking you to his world. I know he was trying to do it. There's no way you're gonna win that fight. And it's sad to say. You have to give JDM props to where that, yeah, JDM is a dog. He's 100% a dog, and I respect him as a fighter. He's a good fighter, and I can't say fighters don't improve, right? But that's why Islam is taking him very serious. That's why everybody's taking him serious. But if you see Volk 50-45ing Max Holloway, going up in his prime, getting defeated by Makachev twice, getting KO'd the second time, what striking threat is Jack Della gonna pose except an increase of power, right? But Islam has a really good chin, so that's out the window. And good boxing. He doesn't throw kicks that much. So what does he have to worry about? That's really it. And like I said, the only way I could see JDM winning is maybe if he out damages him in a close decision, like he did to Bilal. I can't see that happening. But my final prediction is it's going to be Islam Makachev by submission or decision. See you guys.